Morning everyone, it's Sunday morning just before 6 a.m. About to go for a drive, pick up a 2010 Sportster that I bought probably 2.5, nearly 3 months ago now. It's sitting in Western Victoria on my granddad's farm. Now with all the COVID stuff that's been going on, I haven't actually been able to go over and pick it up. So my uncle was kind enough to grab it from the auction yard for me and then left it at my granddad's house, which is only about 90 k's over the border. So today's mission, got to go around, pick up the trailer, grab my old boy who wants to come for a spin, and then got about it's about 6 hours each way. So we've got a bit of driving to do today. So yeah, rather than talk anymore, let's get stuck into it.
Yeah, right, yeah. There you
go.
You haven't looked at it?
I've only seen photos.
Yeah, right. We've had a bit of a look at it.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rear indicators always go on these things, so.
Yeah, she's had a.
Yeah, it's a bit of a grind on the side there.
She's had a bit of a scrape on that there.
Oh, yep. So that's always.
This is snapped off.
Yep.
Bit of a bit ding in the tank here.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a.
Bit of a grash down there.
Mirrors always go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A little bit on the front there, but not too bad.
Well, if I'm painting the tank, I'm going to have to repaint all of the guards anyway. So.
How many K's is supposed to have done?
It's only done 10,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this side all looks to be pretty good.
Yeah, we've only just dropped her on this side. Look at it.
Pretty trendy air cleaner there. Some skull thing.
Oh yeah.
Not really my style, but
no.
yeah, right. Well, okay. Let's put it in.
Yeah, I
see if we got.
I doubt with it.
11,041 kilometres.
Oh, so it's got a bit of power in the battery.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll turn over, but
no.
We'll have a look, eh?
Oh, lights on. It's on low beam. I think they're on all the time. She's dulling the light.
Yeah, it's not enough to turn it over, but that's a good start, actually.
Yeah. We never even tried that. We just had a quick look at it.
I'll pop the fuse while I'm here, so if it's got an alarm, it won't go ballistic on the way home.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. I mean, apart from that...
handlebars are bent, of course.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty standard, sort of.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a kink over there, so...
Yep. Yeah, look, there's not too much that's too bad.
It's not bad, as long as, and like at 11,000 k's, it's not going to be worn out, is it?
Nah, and I mean, I've got a new clutch cable at home, I've got perch, I've got a lever.
Yeah.
I reckon I've got some indicators somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's got forward controls, and I'm pretty sure we've got a set of forward controls all ready to go. So
yeah, right, yeah, okay.
Afternoon. Hello yourself. So, just from having a quick look at the bike and having a bit of an assessment of the damage, there wasn't any real surprises outside of what I could see in the photos. Rear indicator that's been ground down a bit, always the first things to go. Scratch on the derby cover. It's missing the shifter and the forward control, so that whole forward control unit. It's got the bars bent on the left hand side. I think that's pretty much it. There's not either dent in the tank and a little chip maybe in the front card as well. So you know, aside from some paint and replacing a couple of parts, there's not a real lot of work to do on this one. It should be a nice quick flip, quick repair, get it looking $1,000,000 with some fresh paint and replacement parts, and get it ready for inspection, someone else to ride. So yeah, it should be a good one, a pretty rewarding one, I think.
Absolutely.
Before we start doing any work on the bike, give it a bit of a scrub. It has been sitting around for a while. It's always nicer to work on a clean bike. If you are enjoying these videos, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. I know most of my viewers aren't subscribers, and it would help me out a lot if you didn't mind hitting that button. First thing we've got to do is take off everything in the way of accessing all the damaged bits. So, seats first to go. We'll take the side cover off and get the battery out. Bang it on the charger. Hopefully the battery's good. And we'll be able to fire it up after we give it a little bit of juice. Getting these damaged forward control remnants off. And start taking off all the bits in the way of allowing us to get to these damaged indicators. I'm going to take this monstrosity of a sissy bar off. And the reason I'm undoing the shocks is so that I can access all the bolts from the inside of the guard holding the indicators on. It's much easier to drop the rear wheel with the swing arm down. Just banging the towel over the pipe there so the swing arm doesn't drop onto it and mark it up. And voila. All of the wiring for the indicators are inside of the rear tail light. With that out the way, we can unplug them and then take them off with the strut covers. And bye-bye rear guard. Rear one's off, so I'll get the front one off as well. You can see that little chip in the paint there. And then it's time for the mirrors and the clutch perch. Back the clutch off there, the cable. Get the lever out. And old clutch perch off. I'll replace that one with the one off my tracker. It still works, but visually the one on the tracker is a lot nicer. We'll give it a crank over here. I've left the spark plugs disconnected, or the leads disconnected. Get a bit of oil moving around inside the engine. Bang these leads back on. We put a splash of fresh fuel in the tank. And we'll attempt its first fire up. It's always good when they start and run first go.
Bloody hell.
Now that we know we've got a running bike, we'll crack on with removing the damaged parts. Next to go is the tank. slap these new Ford controls on here. We took the rear wheel off so that Dad could get into all the nooks and crannies there and give it a bit of a good clean up and polish. It's a cush drive, this one, so it took a bit of screwing around to get the axle in here. Through the magic of video, it happened instantly. We'll strip these bars. We're going to take all of the controls off both sides. I won't disconnect any of the throttle cables or anything like that. And the old bent bars are off. New straight bars going on. Through the magic of video, bars are on in 20 seconds. There's a new clutch perch on there, and the tins are back from Martini's. Looking pretty flash. We just went with a gloss black. I made the decals for the tank on my Cricut sticker maker at home. The design is from the 2015-ish era Street Bob. Gloss blacked the strut covers as well. Thanks, Dad, I'll take that. Flick the rear guard on. Pop the cover on so we can sit the ECU in. Do the old zip tie for the seat nut trick. Bang the seat on. And it's getting pretty close to completion here. Flick the light in. We've got one indicator to put on there. I did the air cleaner and the derby cover off camera, and there we are, ready for inspection. Well, it's not always beer and Skittles. Just got this thing through its last inspection and loading it back on the trailer. She kind of hung up and on this little lip and threw me for a 6 into the fence. So things don't always work out. My shoulder is pulping, killing me. So yeah, the tank got a little bit damaged in that. It didn't dent anything, but it rubbed through the clear, rubbed through the decal, so that had to go back down to Artini's. I changed the pipes, changed the slip-ons on it, so I put the aftermarket ones after the inspection. I'll give it a little cold start fire up here. So this is the bike all finished up. I actually found out a couple of weeks after that when the bike went over and threw me into the fence, I actually fractured my shoulder. So the rest of this bike got fixed off camera. I did all the work, but it was kind of hard filming and doing everything. I was in a sling. I didn't even get to ride the bike. I ended up advertising it, and someone saw it, loved it, came and snapped it up. But that'll do it for this video. I do have some more videos in the works at the moment. A little bit of life stuff going on as well, so I'll pump them out as soon as I can. If you are enjoying them, please consider subscribing. It helps a lot. But regardless, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.